In this episode of What's Working Now, we are going to talk about what it takes to become wealthy, what you must give up, and what you must do if you answered yes. You must watch the entire video. Did you know that 80% of your actions determine whether you will be successful or not? This tells us that our success is determined by what we do, and what we do is determined by the decisions we make. So if you want to accelerate your journey to wealth, you will have to give up some and adopt the following 10 habits. I can't wait to share this with you, so let's get started. We'll start with 6 things you should stop doing and 6 things you should start doing immediately. Before we begin though, give this video a big thumbs up for that YouTube algorithm, it helps a lot. And if you're new to the channel, welcome and consider subscribing if you enjoy our content. Now let's get into it. 12. Avoid impulse purchases. But what exactly is impulse buying? It is simply the unplanned purchase of goods and services that you do not need, and by need, I mean that you can comfortably survive without them. First and foremost, before we even get into this, do you have a plan for the things you want to buy? Do you know the items you buy frequently, that is every other month or week? Do you know how much your weekly gas expenses cost? If not, you should start by drafting a list of your expenses. Begin the following month by writing down everything you spend money on. From there, you will be able to identify a trend or pattern. Once you have gathered all of this information, create a master financial plan. This will include a list of recurring expenses as well as any other costs you may incur. Once you have done this, you will be able to stop purchasing unnecessary items that are not on your to-buy list. Be frugal with your money and only spend it when necessary. 11. Stop multitasking. You only have one brain, 2 hands, and 2 feet, so why are you trying to do 10 things at once? You want to launch your business, but you're working 3 jobs, have a side hustle, and are raising 2 toddlers. Let's be honest, if this is your way of life, it's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down. Handle one important project at a time. If you have multiple things going on, you won't be able to give each one your full attention unless you're a robot. Evaluate your daily to-do lists, your jobs, and all other projects that require an adequate amount of time and energy. 10. Stop settling for less. Don't take that job if you know your employer is underpaying you. If you have the skills and know how, settle for what you're worth. This should apply to all aspects of your life. Don't waste too much time on things or projects that will not bear fruit. For example, if you work in a company that does not frequently promote its employees, and you've been stuck in the same role for years, you should pack your bags and leave immediately. Be aware of unhealthy relationships where you are being used, and cut ties with people who don't value you. When you start appreciating yourself, you will create a mindset of being capable of achieving things, and slowly but steadily you will build your wealth. 9. Stop hanging out with the wrong company because your friends' habits rub off on you. If you want to be successful, hang out with successful people. It doesn't matter how much you love your peers, if they aren't progressive, you'll be stuck with them. Have you ever wondered why the rich only have rich friends? It's not because they're classists. It's because they only have things in common with other rich people. They share similar habits, so it's easier to stay friends with other rich people. Find a tribe of people who work hard, invest money regularly, learn a lot, and attend educational seminars and workshops. Don't waste your time with people who will only push you backward. This is the unfortunate reality. Stop giving up. At number 8. This is possibly one of the most difficult things to stop doing. Let's say you've just lost your job or your business has gone bankrupt. What do? It's easier to give up and quit on life, right? The more difficult alternative would be to find a sustainable solution for your situation, but it's important to remember that every time you give up, you have to start all over again. If you give up on your business venture, you'll have to start all over again, and chances are you'll still face similar challenges. The best way to deal with a difficult situation is to find a solution. If your company is failing, determine why and then research possible solutions. If you've recently lost your job, find out why you were laid off. If the reasons for your layoff are within your control, you'll probably need to change some aspects of your work ethic, or the same thing will happen in your next job. Never let emotions dictate your actions. Instead, let rational and critical thinking guide your next steps. 7. Quit being a slacker. Many poor people are in a financial situation they are unhappy with because they are slackers in business. The average millionaire wakes up at 4:30 a.m. Every day works out, and as a routine every other day. What's your routine? Would you say you wake up early? Aside from your work routine, do you have any other routines? If not, start today. Create a daily outline of things to do right from the moment you wake up to begin investigating various options. Always research and read to find out what's going on in the economy and stay up to date with business news. By doing so, you'll be able to find new opportunities to grow. Also read books as much as you can. The average millionaire reads about 4 books every month, and chances are you've probably heard this before, but do you practice it? If you don't start right away, please note we're not talking about fiction books but self-development instructional books. Subscribe to channels like this that will not only entertain you but will also help you grow. After all, they do say that feeding your brain will grow your pockets 5-fold. Start diversifying your investments. Remember the saying, never put all your eggs in one basket. Well, apply this in your life. Have a diversified portfolio of investments. You don't have to earn $10,000 a month to start investing. Start by saving bits of any money you make and investing in any good opportunity you get. Remember, we mentioned that you should always research and read a lot. Now this is where you'll apply the knowledge you've learned. Begin attending master classes. In addition to reading master classes today with the power of the internet, you can attend classes from anywhere in the world within your comfort zone. These classes could help you upgrade your skills to get a better paying job. These classes could also educate you on managing finances or investing, which could elevate your financial status. You could also learn a new skill that you can offer in the market. Continue to seek information. 3. Begin asking for assistance. If you need assistance, don't be afraid to ask. Whether you need assistance finding another job or financing for your business, just ask someone who knows someone who knows someone whose company is hiring or who may have money to invest in your business idea. If you're a genuine person with good relationships with people, it won't be difficult to get the help you need. Most people who have built million and billion-dollar companies had to ask for help at some point because they realized they couldn't do it all alone. Asking for help is not as demeaning as society would have you believe. Put your ego aside and ask around for people to crowdfund your business. 2. Make a plan. Sometimes plans fail, and sometimes they succeed. They say you'll probably accomplish 60% of what you write down, so why not begin today? Write down your intentions, life goals, and what you want to achieve as realistically as possible. It's not practical to have a goal that says, I want a $10 million home in the next 2 years, when you only have $1,000 in the bank. It's not entirely impossible, and there's nothing wrong with dreaming big, but try to be reasonable as you draft the list. Start branding yourself. How do you want people to perceive you when they look at you? What do you want them to think when you walk into a room? Build your brand through how you dress, how you talk, the people you associate with, and even what you post on social media. As you build your brand, opportunities will come your way if you are a credible person with integrity. There are a lot of untapped opportunities in branding. When people know what you're all about, it will be easier to sell merchandise, services, or courses online. If that's the route you want to take, you'll be invited as a guest speaker in different forums. You can slowly grow as a public figure, and the opportunities from there will be endless. It will only be a matter of time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video or think it would benefit a friend or someone else, please share it. Also guys, please do me a favor and click on the bell icon and enable notifications if you're a subscriber. If you're not, well, welcome to the channel, and I hope you do subscribe and enable notifications. With that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.